So it's hard to play through chord changes. Like I'm going to kind of veer off now and go into like music theory land, but we're going to try to make this less boring because that's I teach a lot, and the last thing I want to do is like talk about the same stuff over and over again. So I like to generalize. So speaking of generalizing, what's the 3 chord families? There's 3 of them: major, minor, almost. It's in that family. It's called, starts with a D, not diminished. Dominant. That's it. Major sounds happy, like think Bambi. That's not, well, does Bambi sound like that? Kitty cats and bunny rabbits? That's okay, so that's major. Here's minor, a little bit more morbid. Minor, having a bad day. That's what it sounds like. Dominant. Sounds like the Beatles, sounds like blues. So, what I was just doing there was playing the changes. We've all heard this before, right? That's the blues. So, Bosco was actually talking about it. You got a pentatonic scale. For every chord, there's a corresponding arpeggio. So, like, here's where this stuff can be way more simple. Of course, it's miserable trying to achieve all this stuff in one lifetime, which is kind of a bummer. Because I love telling students that, oh man, the more you learn, the more you just want to quit because you. And they look at me like they just looked at me like, how could you say that to me? And I'm like, I look at them like, yes. Welcome to the circus, pal. You're now a part of it. So I got rid of all the technical stuff, you know, tapping with 8 fingers, standing on my head, and I decided I wanted to go towards knowing what I was doing. Okay. How about that? So I was turned on to arpeggiating, and nothing complicated. Can you tell me the formula to a major triad? 1, 3, 5. 1, 3, 5. Simple, right? That's a C major. So if I play 1, 3, 5, 1, 3, 5 with an octave on the top, that's a major arpeggio. You can kind of do whatever you want with that, as long as you keep the 1, the 3, and the 5. So like you could do stuff like Django Reinhardt would do it. Inside of that, it's like, right? But what if I play D minor? The arpeggio sounds like the chord, right? What if I play E7? So now, think of that like words that make sentences. Sentences make paragraphs. Paragraphs make novels, whatever. Instruction manuals, however you want to look at it. So if I'm playing a 1, 4, 5, we all know what a 1, 4, 5 is, right? It's 12-bar blues. You have the 1, you have the D7, and you have the E7. The turnaround sounds like this. Okay, so I'm just going to kind of like freely play through that with just arpeggios. 1, 3, 5, and flat 7. Which, by the way, is the formula. I said formula. It's the formula for a dominant chord. Here's what it sounds like. 1, that's C major, the 1, 3, 5, 1 on top. This actually sounds 1, 3, 5, flat 7. It's like Pretty Woman. Think of it like that. Okay, so let's see if I can like make sense of what I was just talking about here. Here we go. All right, gotta move the microphone so it's legit. So, thank you very much. That's me kind of just noodling through the chord changes. That's what happens when you hear jazz music and you hear all this chromatic stuff. It sounds like a chicken being strangled, you know. Which I'm a fan of that. That sounds awful. That's what I got obsessed with. I decided to stop caring about. Technicality, just like most old timers like myself do. You know, technicality out the window. There's a point where you don't care about how fast somebody is, because there's always somebody faster. And then there's a point where you're just in some random bar and you see some dude that looks like hell, and he just sounds amazing, and it's like the best thing you've ever seen. You're just like, oh my god, or talking about Freddie King, one of my favorite players, because I could do that. But if Bosco saw me doing that and he didn't know me, he'd definitely roll his eyes. So would Paul. Yeah, sounds really good, white boy.